have the permission.
Oh my God.
I know, man. I had 23 now, Jordan year.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn. How I feel, boy?
Mad the same, like 22.
Mad just
Mad similar.
Let me get this off real quick. Yo, this is for show. This is not for show. I'm here with the boy Jab.
Yep.
I'm here with the boy Stomp.
Hello.
And I'm here with the boy Drees.
popping.
As you heard earlier, Stomp, 23, big Jordan year.
Oh.
It was like just yesterday. I was in my Jordan year.
Hey, man.
Tell me about it.
It's a good year. It's a good year. Good year to have a year.
Definitely.
When'd you get back? When'd you get back home?
We came back on Sunday, like Sunday afternoon, so I could be home for like work on Monday. Not that I couldn't work from there, but I like to be in the office with the desk and the monitors to, get my little
Get you in that.
Yeah. And I've been setting the mood in the office recently. I got mad candles that I just keep on the desk now, just to kind of
Like, like put one on? Like, nah? How is it? You just randomly put one?
I'll just randomly throw them on, throw one or two on during the day if I'm just, you know what I mean? If I'm just trying to get, like sometimes this one, the stress relief. So if it's a long day, sometimes you gotta, and just.
Hits the nostrils and go straight to the brain.
Yeah, you gotta
I love it. I love to hear it.
You gotta just chill. Hey man, the Heat.
Yes.
Jab and Tank.
Whoa.
2-0 over the Bucks? Over the who many people thought would come out of the East?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Talk about it.
The refs were brutal, dude. It's so bad.
I love the fact that we won, bro, but it's just that was too much on my heart. Honestly, I haven't felt this way. Like, first of all, this is one of my favorite Heat teams of all time.
Oh, since 06,
by far.
my favorite team.
Oh, okay.
By far.
Really?
Okay.
That makes sense, though. 06, since 06. That makes sense.
06 was definitely my favorite team.
Yeah.
But that definitely opened my eyes to being a Heat fan. Like, you know what I mean? So I understand that team. That was definitely my favorite team. But this might be my second favorite team.
They hooping now, bro. They hooping. Like,
I get so mad. I haven't gotten this mad in a long time.
It's fun to actually watch. And I think right now, for me, and I've never been I'm not gonna lie, I've never been a big Jimmy Butler fan. Like, I've always supported him. But I've never spoken in the light of, like, who you picking? Jimmy Butler in my five. Like, it's never
right.
to be honest. But seeing what he went through in Minnesota, how they was dogging him, and then for him to, like, I'm like, they was just out. They was just cold. End of the day, they was just cold-blooded and didn't care. But I'm happy.
This is Jimmy's vibe, man. This is Jimmy's, but that Heat culture is not for everybody, bro.
It's not. And
it's really not.
My question for you guys is, who's going to join him? Who do you guys want to join him after this summer? Because they might have some room for that.
In Miami?
Okay.
Miami.
Can we talk about?
You know who it's gonna be, right?
Who?
It's gonna be Giannis.
No.
It's gonna be Giannis.
That's crazy. But they said Dallas got a good hand on him right now, though.
I don't think
he's not leaving another small market to go to another small market.
But it's small. But Dallas is that small market. You might win a chip.
Dallas is probably a bigger market than Milwaukee.
But why go somewhere, right? To where you have to worry about really sharing those touches.
I mean,
the Heat somehow
share anyway. If you ask me,
what happened?
He needs to share anyway.
Yeah, but like this is to a 25, a shot attempt player. You feel what I'm saying? If he's sharing the ball in the Heat, you know what I mean? It's most likely it might get back to him. I don't think it's been the first time we really shot a person that's shot over 20 shots was probably Jimmy last game.
Yeah.
40 bomb.
What I mean?
40 bomb.
Tonight.
And he had 40.
That efficiency is definitely.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, I would love for it fits him. I don't understand why. why he wouldn't. Now, when you think about all the targets that we had went after before, like Gordon Hayward, Kyrie, I think Kemba would have been a great fit. KD. It's just
the Celtics don't deserve Kemba.
They don't. They don't, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, they're not even really looking at Kemba as really like an asset to the future. Like, I mean, Kemba is a vet in the league, but
he's nice. I think
nice.
And like Jason Tatum is nice too.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
I have a little like I'm a little biased because I have like some Celtics hate for no real reason other than I just have Celtics hate.
I do too.
But like they're like looking at Tatum like he's the dude, and he is.
Yes,
but Kemba is really like that.
First of all, Kemba has the best nickname in the league, bro. He got it in Cardiac Kemba, bro. That explains it all. The man is fearless, bro. He's fearless.
Me and Jeb used to talk a lot
about that last shot.
About how bad it would feel to be that guy on Pitt that gets crossed at the free throw line.
Basketball sense is my question.
No.
Has he touched a basketball since?
No, how could you?
My question is, do you guys remember who my finals pick was?
Who was your finals pick?
Heat Clippers.
Celtics Clippers.
Celtics Clippers. Okay.
Yo, I'm seeing a lot of talk on the internet streets that the Celtics are going to be the team that comes out of the East now.
Celtics are nice, bro.
In all honesty, I don't, and I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to say if, but if we beat the Bucks, I do not think the Celtics can beat us in a 7-game series. I don't think so.
Who guards Kemba? Who guards Kemba though?
Dragic is doing a pretty good job guarding anybody. And plus, we're playing the gaps, bro. We're not really manning up. You know what I mean? We're playing the gaps right now, and we're scrambling. It's like shell drill for St. Joe back in the day, bro. We're out there just running.
Tatum? Who's guarding Tatum? Duncan?
Nah,
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. The thing is, it's never gonna be really an ISO. It's gonna be here and there ISOs, bro. But for the most part, bro, we're playing those gaps. We're playing those like he's probably gonna get off. Jason Tatum can get off like Middleton, but there's no rhythm in that type of offense.
What's that matchup though? I'm just saying between JT and Jaylen Brown.
I think we got Crowder. I think we got Crowder on JT. I think we have Crowder on JT, or we can make it switch it up. Jimmy, Crowder.
Yeah,
we can do that.
Depends what happens with Iggy.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Iggy got a little ankle sprain. And then Iggy get in there. Bro, we got the depth.
I think during the
season, I might have to go Boston on that one, yo.
I think during the season, Bam guarded Jalen.
Which can happen.
Did a very good job.
Really well, bro.
Bam is really good, dude.
He can move his feet, bro. He don't move like no 5.
The thing is with the Celtics, bro, they don't have a big. I can see us breaking. Is Myers? Is he injured?
Nah, he don't play.
Okay, I can see us adding him back in the rotation when we play the Celtics.
Our rotation with basically Olynyk and Bam.
Yeah, and then we do DJ in there, Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah, but he was only in there because he got hurt.
Not facts, but I mean he's always ready. I love him. He's always ready. You know, you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Man, had 3 blocks in the first. Stole a ball from Giannis. Bro, I'm loving this team. I don't think a team – the only team I really think can beat us is on the West. You know what I mean? I think that the West Coast has those guys that's just like, no, they're not stopping me. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron, when he went to Miami, bro, when he played us at Miami, bro, he just got in that bag in some different form of just swagger. And he was like, bro, I'm about to – this is easy to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but in the East, bro, I can't see anybody beating us in a 7-game series. I mean, in a 7-game series.
Thing is, out of the West, I think the Heat match up way better with the Lakers than they do with the Clippers.
Okay, I can see that.
The Clippers are so deep, and that's like what the Heat's biggest thing is. The Heat are all like they have better depth than nearly anybody. Like you put that second unit in, and the Heat don't drop. Like sometimes they even go off. Like they play 10 guys and they got 10 different guys that can score. Whereas like the Lakers, you kind of know where the buckets are coming from.
And at the end of the day, guys,
but the Clippers, you don't.
Coach Spo,
he's the man, dude.
The man's a mastermind, bro.
Young Pop now. You said that.
He young Pop, bro. Those sets that he runs from every time it's a timeout and he comes out and he runs a set, bro. It's a guy open.
Think about it. Our last timeout, under 2 minutes, we run a set and we get a layup. It's like it's dialed.
It's mentally, it's just top notch, bro. At the end of the day, our coach is better than the Bucks coach. That's what it really comes down to.
But y'all not being the Lakers though, so like let's just get that out the way. Y'all
get there.
We got to beat the Bucks first, so
yeah,
that's true. And then Boston.
That's a good mindset. That's a good mindset. Look,
let's get off of this because I don't want to jinx my guys anyway. Because I'm in there talking some crazy shit.
We can move because the Jazz Nuggets.
Yo, Donovan Mitchell, I feel sorry for him.
What a series, though. What some really great young talent on display. Like really. Just like I felt like this series in particular was like we knew Jamal Murray was nice. We knew Donovan Mitchell was nice. We knew Jokic was nice. Like we knew all these dudes were nice, but like this series, it was like
definitely showcased.
This is the next like wave. Like this is the next like, you know what I mean? Like for years, for us, it's been like that. Whatever year, what year? 03, 05 draft class? 03?
03 was Wade.
LeBron, Wade, Melo.
Yeah.
And then Darko Milicic. But
you didn't even have to mention that guy anymore.
But like this is like it's like like this is the next. Like John Morant too, like that. Like it's a lot of young like dudes, Luka, like dudes.
Jason Tatum, like Jaylen Brown, like
I'm already ready for him to get out of New Orleans.
I will say one thing NBA Twitter and NBA fans do the best is overreact to a small sample size of performances.
Yeah.
That's facts. No, that's facts.
Bro, Dame Lillard was the best player in the league for like 2 games.
Dame Lillard was the best player maybe of all time for 2 games.
They were OD.
He was Jordan. He was Jordan on Lakers.
That's my favorite thing. It's like the overreactions flying in. It's awesome.
No, but like
overreacting on us on the Heat either. Keep us out of that damn thing.
No.
I like
the overreactions are gonna go the other way towards like Giannis.
They're gonna say he's not as good. He chokes. He can't win the big game.
Well, that's the thing. Well, like I've been saying that the Heat just have a lot of guys that can at least stay in front of him. So he's not getting any blow by. Like he's getting a few, but he's not getting blow by dunks. He's getting guys are staying in front of him, and even if there's contact, he's got to go to the line and make his free throws.
Yeah,
he get back so well on defense. He's not getting these run out. It's not a good matchup for him.
This is unrelated. But Jab, that is a good hoodie.
Oh, you like this?
That's a good hoodie.
It's a left field. I'm not gonna lie,
it's like one of these thin ones.
Definitely.
Yeah. Cool. No, yeah, it's one of the thin joints. Yeah, those are fire.
You can work out on that.
We got a few of these.
Yeah.
One of them.
Do you recommend us grabbing something?
100%.
Hey, on the super low, I might have invented athleisure.
What?
Here's the thing. If you actually invented it, I don't think it would be on the low. Well, actually, it would be because I don't know who invented him.
I'm saying I was doing it before a lot of people.
What you sporting right now, Drees?
Oh, this is a Major Lifestyle. This is actually a local brand that actually my girl's cousin.
Okay.
I just asked him yesterday if he got some more stuff, but I got a couple shirts by him.
Speaking of Drees' girl, with the most due respect, I saw Drees put on the gram up.
Did
the big? He got with the sunlight, mad artistic.
I'm just trying to be like, yeah, man. I'm just trying to be like,
hey, man, I'm trying to be like, yeah.
Who's the vet?
Ain't got it yet, dog.
I think Jab. I think you the vet right now.
Of what? Really? In the relationship?
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Definitely got some miles.
That's why you don't even say nothing no more.
Nah, it's
just life. That's just late work. Late work to Jab in the living room of the new crib. Man, a couple new cribs. Jab moved into the new spot. Drees moved into the new spot.
Yeah,
I see everybody get new sceneries.
Complex, it's the main.
I gotta let y'all keep the new piece for the show.
Okay.
Hey. Ooh, that is super fire.
So
that's hard.
I don't know how this is gonna go up yet. I might need y'all assistance, but
that's hard.
Damn, you got the big poster in LA.
Oh, another unrelated topic. Listen, guys. First of all, I need y'all to come to Pittsfield at some point, bro. Roasted Garlic has the best chicken sandwich I've ever had in my life, dog.
You was about to say, hold on, Roasted Garlic?
Hey, bro, that buttermilk chicken sandwich, dog.
Bro, so they do chicken because that roasted garlic is zucchinis. Their chicken parm, bro.
Yeah,
it's like out of this world good, so good.
Man, say
They're
less.
supposed to be doing that, like, and chicken parm realistically is they probably put the same exact chicken.
Yeah, definitely. Just put some cheese
on the chicken parm.
Chicken parm is fire. Chicken parm is a top 5 dish of all time for me.
You do a good chicken parm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Far.
Drees, how you like the new spot, man?
It's good, bro. It's good.
Yeah, you chilling?
There's no central air in LA, so that's the only big struggle right now.
Wait, really? Like anywhere in the whole city?
Well, no. It's just some places don't have central air. Most places built apartments, like spots, don't have central air. So
how disrespectful is that?
Man,
parties in LA?
AC system, so I don't have that yet. I got a little fan in the window, still college in there.
Hey, man, you gotta start somewhere, dog.
That's the thing. That's where I'm at with it. But overall, bro, I'm so thankful. I'm just grateful to finally be able to not have to, live in other people's spaces and then have that responsibility, bro.
There's something to be said for having your own, like, just. Even if it's just a room where you can go just chill and it's just you, the shit that you like, the shit that you want to like, you can listen to your music, you can hang your poster, you can
exactly
like that. That's just unrelated. Cause all right, so no, Jed, you guys actually we all got siblings, but I was kind of like an only child.
Yeah, you
but like, cause my thing is like. I love to be alone. Like, I love to just kick it by myself. But I think part of that is because that, like, I grew up not with my siblings. All my siblings were all so much older that I basically grew up an only child. So I'm curious if it's different growing up with a sibling closer to your age, because you're just so much more used to, like, almost always having someone around.
Well, for me, growing up, my sister was 5 years older than me, so she had to take care of me for majority of her her life, like of her early years. But I was always I'll venture off, I'll go somewhere else, you know what I mean? So I was like a good little bro. But when it came to like, we lived in this little apartment, and like I'll be in my room, she'll be in her room, my mom be in her room, so we pretty much, I feel like we just all really like alone time. Like, it's a lot of times, like, I'm here now, and I don't leave my house. You know what I'm saying? And if I do leave my house, it's like a quick little stop, and then I head back in the house, and I just chill, and I play Madden, and, I just do that. So I'm pretty much, I love being alone. You feel me? I love being alone, but then it just comes to the point where it's like, I'm alone. What can I do?
It can be too much. You can get too much. For
you know
sure.
what I mean? Like, like I don't have a significant other.
Right. You can only beat your shit so much.
You know what I mean? So it's like I start. That's where it starts to get a little. Well, now I'm getting much better, but before I'm telling you, like, that's when it kind of got a little crazy. That's when I started. I was in a lot of people's inboxes and shit. So, it wasn't the best.
Allegedly.
In a lot of people's inboxes. But
it's crazy because, like, I have siblings younger and older than me. So I think it's kind of like me just being away from home. It was probably like always being in dorms and always being away.
I didn't even think about that, too.
Yeah, that's facts.
So I'm kind of like used to it. But like, I'm living with my sister now. So, like, me and her haven't lived together since I was 12.
Okay.
Which is fire.
Yeah, like we always been cool. So and I'm pretty tight with all my siblings. So it's 6 of us, but we are pretty tight. So it's like, some people are like, damn, you gonna live with your sister? Like, how you think that's gonna go? It's like, it's gonna be regular.
Like, that's how I would be with me.
Yeah, like I don't think that's gonna be a problem. If anything, it's gonna be, it's better because if some shit happen, you actually gonna talk about it. If you fuck up, she gonna say something or I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario for me. I ain't gotta worry about having no roommate where I'm just like, damn, man, he keep leaving the lights on. He keep leaving the stove on. Like, I ain't got
all these dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
Like, getting past that phase, I feel so much better, bro. Like, so much better. And then at that, you get a woman's touch that's not the girl. So I get 2 women's touches on top of that.
Right.
Big plus.
Lovely.
Good thinking.
Honestly.
Good thinking.
Kind of said nice over here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But sometimes their touch is like, sometimes it's dope. Other times it's like plants. Like, I hate plants. I think plants are trash. Not because I have it, like whatever. Like, plants are like cool. They're good for the environment. Like, I don't want a plant in my living room or like my dining room. Like, what is it doing there?
I have a damn what's that? Aloe plant.
Oh yeah, those are useful though.
You can cut that
They're
off.
very useful, but it's ugly. Not an attractive plant. You know what I mean?
It just like grows out.
And it's on top of a toaster oven. Like, it's just not. It's not sitting pretty.
Yo, the aloe on top of the toaster oven is
On top of the toaster oven, dog.
Yeah, that's like the spot you put it where you're like, yo.
What happened was my sister left it here and just left it. Just was like, all right, well, take that. We're like,
nah, but like my place wouldn't look nearly as nice if I didn't live with Chrissy. It's like she bought all the decorations. Like I did a lot of setup, but it's like I have no sort of vision when it comes to what do I want this place to look like. I'm just like, I just want my stuff there and a bed to sleep in. And give me a TV so I can watch some games. And,
gotta be comfortable. Facts.
But
you don't realize that shit, bro, until like it's there, and you're like, all right, like it do kind of feel like home. It would have been looking like a dorm room fucking around with me for about
absolutely.
month and a half.
100%.
Month and a half, and we put up our posters or whatnot. You gotta throw something up. But
fire.
That's for guests to be like, oh, that shit tough. Yeah, that's
right.
I desperately need
like imagine walking into your real home and you just got like some posters up and like D Wade, Kobe. Like, it's not the same, dog. Like it's not like a dorm anymore, bro.
Right. Like my walls would either be mad, just bare, like would just have nothing on them because I wouldn't care.
That would be me.
Or it would just be like Call of Duty posters and shit, and like you can't have those in like the living room. Like that's gotta just stay in like. So it'd be
in general, bro. Like I think we're past times of putting posters on walls and like.
Yeah.
Nah, it's got if you hang something, it's gotta have a frame now.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
After college, if you hang something, it has to have a frame.
Yeah. No, like thumbtacks in the wall type, nothing.
Nah,
or the command strip.
Imagine.
The command strips are fire though.
Yeah, so like we got stuff hung here, buy command strips where they have frames. So it's
yeah. Nah, that's how I do the shit in here too.
That's what I'm thinking about getting for this. I haven't. Damn, I should have went and got. I was at Target and I forgot to grab them because I don't want to put any like the wall. Like it's not even like.
Yeah, you don't want to drill into the wall.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like Spanish style, so it's like the walls are like
hard. Yeah.
Not like. So if you're gonna have to really get a hammer and a nail, if you can really do something.
That's like so. Our spot is weird because like depending on what wall you like knock on, some of them are like plaster, like hollow, like you can do whatever, mad easy. But some of them are concrete.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what this one feels.
So
like.
it's hard, so you can't get shit into them. So then it's like, damn, you either got to drill or I don't know, man.
No, I do want to bring this up, and I think I mentioned anticipating this Big Sean Detroit 2.
Okay.
I do think this is gonna be one of the best albums of 2020, but right now I'm leaning toward Dave East's album, Karma 3. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but I don't know in regards to like albums right now, like what y'all listening to.
I'm hyped for the. I am with you. I'm hyped for the Sean album because I think it's gonna be hard.
That's gonna be my album that I really kind of like. I'm gonna say adapt to, but like really engulf into and like take time to really let time go by. I'm gonna keep it in play, not like come away from or shy away from it more so.
Yeah. Nah, so I'm the new ones that I'm listening to. So first of all, still on Nas's album because I still think it's fire.
Okay.
The Locks put out an album and it's super hard.
Yeah, I hear that yet.
It is super duper hard. And then the Mulattoes album is fire.
Yeah, you I got it download, but I ain't listened to it yet.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie, I heard a couple songs. She hold her own. A lot of her songs don't even seem like she even tried. Like she just got that out the way. Like
yo, that album, I'm here like just the whole fire.
What I'm rocking with right now. Okay, first of all, I kind of backtracked and I was listening to the Cozy tapes. Okay. I don't know how I got into that, but I got into that, and I'm loving that. But
we're gonna talk about that in a second.
Jack Boy, not enough people talk about my dog Jack Boy. I really rock with this man, bro, and I really like his songs. I like his energy, and I've been listening to Before the Storm, Internet Money.
I haven't listened to that yet, but I've heard a lot of good things.
I'm on like a Don Toliver kick right now. Like I'm really rocking.
That Lemonade go crazy.
I'm really rocking with him right now.
Don Toliver is nice.
He's killing my earbuds.
Right in earphones and in like like sneakers, like in the whip. It goes.
Yeah, that's facts. It's super gold, bro. So I've been rocking with that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. But that Jack Boy, man, I really want y'all to listen to that, dog. Like,
I'll be honest, I've kind of, since school's been back, I've been kind of lacking on my music just because, I don't have a whole lot of time. Since Wayne re-released No Ceilings on Apple Music, I've been kind of re-listening to that. I can't quite get off it, but I'll be like, there's a lot of podcasts that I just really enjoy listening to. That like, those are kind of almost priority for me if I like wake up in the morning, I got time to listen to something. I'm more like, all right, this podcast is out. I'm gonna listen to this, and then but they'll talk about music, and then if they talk about something, I'll be like, oh yeah, let me listen to it.
Also listen to the Vic Mensa EP that came out.
Okay.
Not bad. He really, really rapping.
Being big on Vic.
Really rapping.
I low key I look like downplaying low key. I don't know why.
But wait, who?
Vic Mensa. Like I've never been on his way. Like
I really haven't been either. But actually, Tank saying that he went back to the Cozy tapes made me want to see. You seen the stuff online with Ferg and they're like, I forget who it was, like two who was Ills, and one of the other ASAP dudes said that Ferg is not in ASAP anymore.
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
But, like, it seems like he might not be. So I don't really know what's going on there. But if that's true, that's crazy.
Well, to go with that, bro, I've always felt like Ferg was always on his own wave. I've never been, I think I've told y'all this, I've never really been a big Ferg fan.
You have said that.
Yeah,
And,
we talked about it on this before.
But, I mean, I can see that happen, and I really would have thought that ASAP Nas would have been the first one out. Because he's just overseas most of his time. He doesn't even be in New York City anymore. But I mean, none of ASAP really is in their towns anymore. They're more so in the fashion and stuff like that. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that Ferg is not in it. It would actually hurt though, because you can't say Ferg without ASAP for me.
Right, because I like people are saying like, dang, like. Because Rocky's not really like Rocky's active, but he's not musically active. Like he's celebrity, active.
Yeah.
And like I mean, Ferg put out an EP last year, so it's not like that's like super recent either. But he was really the one that's
He's
been
active
like
in the music though. He's dropping shit.
Like as far as
is it ASAP? Is it just because I know they signed Buddy from Atlanta, Cardi. Cardi signed under them. But is it ASAP? Is that just the name of the record label?
ASAP Worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's interesting that you say that. Like, if Ferg not in it, how does that work if somebody signed under them? Like, I wonder how that works. Like, does it go into a pot? Does ASAP, does Rocky get it, or like?
I mean, I really feel like it's just like, I mean, you got to think back at the whole Rockefeller movement. You know what I mean? And, Dame brought some guys in and, some decided to stay with Jay. Jay brought some guys in. Some decided to stay with Jay. Some decided to go with just leave and, rock with Dame. So I feel like it will be more so that. I don't think that they're having a fallout like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think that Ferg will be like, give me my artist back. You feel me? I don't think that Rocky will be like, yo, give me my artist back. So it wouldn't be to that extent, but
like I haven't seen Rocky even say anything about it. Like I think Rocky might be like just because like really like Yams was running ASAP.
He was the glue.
That was his shit. So now it's like, like you said, they're like doing their own thing. But it's just weird because like. For me, since I've been introduced to Ferg, it was through Rocky. It was through that whole movement.
Yeah.
So it's just weird to see that, like, moving on.
Yeah, it just seems like they all got interest going elsewhere. Whatever class it is.
Yeah. Being famous is dope, though.
It kind of makes sense, though. I'm not saying it makes sense, but I think if he does departure, because it does seem like 12 is dropping another album, and I feel like if he's gonna take that, that stance, he'll be the only one really making music. Like he'll be the only one in ASAP that's really.
Well, and it might be some truth to that ASAP Ferg leaving ASAP because we're hearing a lot more 12 and then we just heard ASAP Nas drop the single. So just like maybe the next wave is coming up, and maybe
that may be good timing. Now that I think about it,
and maybe Ferg is on some shit like, man, I don't really got time to be, putting my projects in the back for 12 and Nast. Like I got a brand, I got my own name. I'm Trap Lord. I'm not even. You don't really got to even say ASAP when you say Trap Lord. You know what I mean? Like I got my brand. I'm out there. They're both ASAP Rocky and Ferg are both in the other things, fashionably wise, and it's just like it's a lot of things going on with that. So maybe I really just don't feel like they're really in the ASAP anymore.
They're not. I feel it too. I agree. They
and
don't.
I've been feeling like that for a minute.
It's not like this.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
like, oh, you over there?
Yeah, like, all right, yo, I'm gonna go support you, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
Like they're not pulling up the Hot 97 as ASAP Mob anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just they might do separate interviews. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the industry though. Personally.
Yeah.
I think that's a talk we haven't had yet either, and that's the industry behind hip hop. And the industry behind hip hop, I think, when it comes to collectives, or let's just say record labels, I think that, especially being that Rocky is one of the first to kind of break the industry, and then Ferg coming after him, like though being the first two, I'm gonna say maybe three, depending on how big you are, because you got. I'm gonna just say, for instance, when you with Dreamville, you got Boss, and you got JID, and then you got Earth Gang. Kind of, they're in there, but they're not. They're not.
Yeah.
Earth Gang is fire though.
Yeah, Earth Gang,
fire. You know, it's like you got the first two, but the third person or the third whoever, they gotta be so tough for them to be like, all right, you good.
And that's when you got to start thinking about how powerful the crews were in the early 2000s.
No, and even the 90s too.
In the 90s too. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm going to go to where I start remembering crews. I mean, you think about Dipset, you think about G-Unit, and then you think about Rockefeller. Like everybody that Rockefeller put out was going platinum at one point.
Yeah.
It was honestly ridiculous. Chris and Neef, fucking Tierra Marie. Like, it was just a lot of people. Memphis Bleak even went. Memphis Bleak.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that to Bleak. Don't do that to Bleak.
Bleak even did it. Beanie Siegel was like one charge away from being the Meek Mill before Meek Mill.
Beans would tell you if he wasn't in his feelings.
Who was Freeway signed to, bro?
I mean Rockefeller, because state property.
Rockefeller, okay.
Yeah.
And he was a platinum selling artist. Think about how many people they put out. Boom, boom, boom. And then you think about Dipset. Somehow, well, Cameron was the man. Then like Jewels was making that little push. But somehow Jim Jones came through and stayed relevant.
And Jim is still nice, like,
and
today.
He's doing it to this day. So I mean, and what 50 did with Young Buck, he even made Young Buck a platinum selling artist.
And Yayo.
And Young Buck is nice. So I'm not even gonna disrespect Buck for me. And Lloyd, he could have did more with Lloyd Banks, but maybe Lloyd Banks was more like a Ferg.
Banks.
Oh.
I really like Lloyd Banks. But
yo, that's a hell of a comparison right there. That's a hell of a comparison.
No, I mean, group, like, hip-hop, when you really go back, almost started from groups specifically. Not necessarily groups, but when you think about, like, you usually had, like, your DJ. You had your one DJ who was cutting records, giving you the beat, you know, whatever. And then you had the MC. So you had at least two. Run DMC.
Boys, NWA.
Dilated Peoples.
Tribe Called
Quest.
Quest.
Like,
yeah.
They really was. But the only thing was in the 90s that they were not making the money.
No.
Look.
They weren't making that bread.
They were, but they was getting judged.
Right.
Yeah,
they were making the bread, but they weren't getting that bread.
They are still to this day getting jerked.
Oh, absolutely.
Even
maybe more so now.
Yeah, maybe more so now, but I think cats are more aware, like, yo, I can earn my own masters. Like, if they're looking like, right, put my shit up on them SoundCloud and we live.
It's hard, though. It's hard to get those.
Yeah, it ain't easy.
It takes years. They probably been working on this shit for like 10 years now.
Well, that's what, like, streaming has done for artists is, like, it gives you so much more, like, individuality where you don't feel like you need a label to put music out.
But you know what sucks about the old crews, and a lot of their, like, samples of their beats are being used for a lot of new music.
Yeah.
and it's like, damn, that's my song, but I don't have anything.
Right. It's
to
like
get
you're
that bread from.
You're using my shit, and Def Jam is collecting the royalty check.
Exactly. Like,
yo, I'm happy y'all brought that up because a lot of times it be the record labels that be promoting that shit. They be like, yo,
oh yeah,
like make this right here. We could do word for word.
yeah.
Like,
Because I'm getting 50% of whatever your record does, and the pub on the back end.
and the pub on the back end. Facts.
Yeah. Music is crazy.
It's a cold world. You feel me? Somehow they managed to, and I honestly think because ASAP, they came in when record deals were still like popular.
Yeah, it was like 20.
It was still like you want to do that. Yeah, you wanted to do that. But if they came in a little bit later, then they'll probably be super mega stars. Because they'll have their own everything. Because they could have just did that from the mud and just got it like that because they're that talented. Like A$AP Rocky made millions off of a mixtape.
Hey man.
And that's not even from the song, but like from endorsements and everything.
Yeah, he just took everything.
That was the best. That was my favorite mixtape.
Oh,
red carpet. Yeah.
Tank saying the G Unit shit made me because I saw this today. 50 was talking about Banks, and he was talking about G Unit, and he was talking about Banks, whatever. And he said, I should have been more how like Kendrick is now. He was like, look at Kendrick with the TDE boys.
Yeah.
He was like, he doesn't bring Absol on stage with them. He was like, Kendrick does the TDE thing, but he's not really like, he separates himself from them.
Not fair.
Like, and I was like,
oh, be quiet.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Like, I never really thought about it like that. Because TDE as a whole, as a collective, as a label, is so well run. And so, I mean, the output of music is just the highest of quality time and time again. You don't really think about it like that. But Kendrick, you know that he's like TDE, but he's such a transcendent star that you kind of like, I don't think Kendrick and immediately think TDE. I think Kendrick.
And then I think Schoolboy Q. And then I think them separately for the most part as well. Like I get what you're saying.
I think
that's
like
what you were saying.
If I'm thinking about TDE, I'm like, oh, Q, Ab.
You're not thinking Kendrick though.
No, Kendrick is just like his own.
J-Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then but I had never actually thought.
That's interesting you say that because I'm not gonna say I can't agree that I do that. I do kind of still put Kendrick in there, but I do feel that their relationship and the reason why it's so easy for us to understand that that's the way they do things and like, oh, everyone's their own act is because I feel like they work together behind the scenes way much more than people like really know. And like Q said it before in an interview saying how like whenever I'm doing an album, Kendrick always gets my albums. Like I want him to listen to, I want him to master my joints, I want him to do some behind the scenes and tell me what I should put in or take out. And I think that's why he's not always featured on there. And that's why a lot of times probably in the future, they probably won't be featured on each other's album because they probably have so many songs together and they do fix so much behind the scenes. That's like, man, like, go ahead, do this. Go ahead, do that.
Do your thing. You good. We good.
I remember the TDE BET Cypher from like 2013.
Fire.
That's one of the best ciphers, bro, ever, bro. High five. I'm bulletproof.
Yeah.
And when you honestly think about it though, where the crews from back in the day probably messed up, it's crazy how you say that, is that they always did bring their people out on the stage with them.
Yeah.
They were always around each other. So a lot of them probably felt like second acts to the mega star that popped first. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the way that Kendrick is handling it now and that J. Cole's handling it now, you know what I'm saying, it's honestly the best way to go.
Yeah.
Because I think about A$AP too. I don't even think like I honestly don't even feel like they give input on each other's songs anymore.
No.
Like it's just like it's too separated now.
You said input?
Input.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I don't even think that they even. I feel like 12 literally gets in the booth and spit, and I feel like he had, and I felt like that was 12's attitude anyway. To begin with,
I feel like they're not even in the studio together a lot.
they're not. They just rep it and.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking back to like the BET Cypher from 2013, they also had one that year.
Fire.
And yeah, but their vibe was way different than the TDE one. It was like you were just kind of here having fun, like
Yeah, that's
it was just like like all right, yeah, go ahead. Like it's just like they were kind of like hanging out. Whereas like the TDE one felt like it was like business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely handled it differently.
Yeah. You want to know who else had a cipher that year? Was Slaughterhouse. You know who the last person on the Slaughterhouse cipher was?
Don't tell you my boy Joey.
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden.
And
Yeah.
he was kind of spitting. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Barsmith. Nah,
Yo,
it's funny you say that because Black Hippie has the mixtape that has the Slaughterhouse album cover.
Yeah.
With the 4. Damn, I'm still sad that Slaughterhouse was never like.
They
Like-
had some spitters.
No. Oh, all of them. Royce has actually been putting out a lot of very good music
Yes, I like Royce
recently.
as a producer.
Ortiz dropped the album in 2019 and 2021. 2019 was Monday, and then 2020 was called Hard.
Yeah. No, the hard one was him and Crook.
Him and Crook, yeah.
Yeah. Very great rappers, top level MCs.
Yes.
But yeah, damn.
But they're not. I mean, you gotta just kind of think about it. It's just like who's marketable.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the most marketable person in probably Slaughterhouse is like Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like,
yuck! I forgot about
he
Yuck.
was tough. He was tough. I thought he was tough.
No, he was, but I hated his name. Like that name is ass.
Yellow Wolf. Internet. Google my image soon as I did it. Oh, yeah, nah, he was tough, bro. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the song. They had one song where Yellow Wolf goes crazy.
Nuts.
No, he could rap. I just really hated his name. And I thought he was just like Machine Gun Kelly 2.0.
Who?
I'm kind of upset the way.
Machine Gun Kelly has really made a nice career for himself.
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly, yeah.
He has.
Yeah, no, he really has.
Great actor.
Acting now. He's an actor.
He's like very good.
Star and everything.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, when you think of rappers turned to actors, it's like
He's like
LL Cool J, Cube, and MGK.
Oh, shit. Did you see our new Netflix movie?
The
With Jamie
Power
Foxx?
Girl, I was just about to say that, bro.
He's in a movie with Jamie Foxx, bro. Not a lot of people can say that, bro. Like,
though, like he's
for real.
Check out his IMDb right now, actually.
Jamie Foxx, singer turned actor. Body.
Singer turned actor.
You're right. Bodied every transition.
Shot at every single thing that he's went into.
You would like honestly for me, I'd be like, I know folks was like, yo, he probably sang before this, and he started acting. It was like, oh, he probably was acting before this. Like always thinking that he did that first after he started doing it.
Yeah, I thought he was I knew Jamie Foxx as a comedian actor before I'd seen him singing on Ray Charles.
And he has platinum records.
No, yeah. He has joints. Like joints.
He has bangers, dog.
Jamie Foxx is
Foxx.
one of the most talented people ever.
The most talented. He might be one of the most talented in Hollywood.
Bro, Jamie Foxx and Justin Timberlake.
Jamie Foxx, Justin Timberlake. Yeah, that's it.
Bro, but you guys
I
know
love
that
Justin Timberlake. That's my dog.
you guys know that that's not his real name, right?
Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake.
no, that's his real name is like Earl or some shit.
No, yeah. Eric Marlon Bishop.
Who?
Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx.
Oh.
No, it's Earl.
No, bro. It's Eric Marlon Bishop.
His name Earl.
Hey. I thought that boy name was Earl.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
No, you ain't do the Earl on him.
Yo.
I mean, Eric, that's crazy.
What?
Yo, but I didn't know that I found that out like within probably the last 4 years.
Now, do you want to know how he got his name?
Yes.
I do want to know.
Okay, so I actually watched All the Smoke, that pod that they got going on with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.
Yes.
Okay, so I watched the whole interview of that, and just listen to him talk is honestly amazing. I definitely recommend.
Very, very good.
But he was like, he used to go to comedy, like stand-up comedy clubs or whatever. You feel me? And he will put down just random names. And he'll put them down just as they went. You feel what I'm saying? And like they'll call random names and he'll go up as a different person every single time.
That's fire.
So this one time, I want to say, don't quote me, but I want to say this one time, well, this is actually true. They called Jamie Foxx and he went up there, he killed it. And from that moment on, he stayed with the name Jamie Foxx.
Everybody was like, that's Jamie Foxx.
Going. Because he first was using his real name. Like, he didn't care, you know what I mean? He was using his real name, but they weren't calling his name enough, you know what I mean? Like, because, like, comedy shows is... Back then, stand-up comedy was so big. You know what I mean? Like, if you were going to get your name out there as a comedian, you had to do stand-up. Yeah. So, like, they called that random name in L.A., and he was in L.A., and they called that random name, they said Jamie Foxx, and he was like, oh, like, he, like, kind of was like, oh, yeah, that's me. Like, yeah, that's me.
That's
fire. All right, I'm about to kill it. And then he went to kill it, and that's how he got his name.
That's fire.
That's actually fire.
That's hella creative, though, bro. That's so creative. Because I don't
bro,
even...
You think about these people's grind, bro. It's honestly amazing. Like, I don't be wanting to quit, but like, damn, like just to see that they just put that much effort in to be seen, you know what I mean? And now he's an $85 million man. You feel what I'm saying? But like, at first had no name and would literally go do something and grind it. Like, bro, they go try to make people laugh. And on top of that, he's not even from there. Like, he's from Texas. He just moved to LA because he knew that people were there. And he went to, to show out. And he actually did that and just, now he's a megastar. It's honestly amazing.
That's a hell of a talent, bro.
It's got to be great. Like, it's
just acting, though. Just being able to take a role on it. And I do kind of want to segue into that, though, in regards to shouting out Chadwick Boseman and, like, how he could take on those roles in that short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, of prominent people at that. Like
you know very important people to our culture.
What? Like, he going to his mama's house. He going to meet his cousins. Like, it was an interview. It was a special on the news out here. They were saying how he went to James Brown's daughter's house to, like, put on his clothes and, like, just asking, like, his demeanor and just asking all those little questions. But it's like being able to take on those roles and being able to just do it like that, bro. Some people say, like, you might have just been touched by God. Like, that could have really been your purpose. What else was there else to do? It's just,
honestly,
use that as a platform.
And then it's just like, especially you think of it like that. I mean, he's 43 years old.
He looked about 30, bro.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was that old.
I didn't either.
You know what I'm saying?
But, and just to get, like, all the movies and roles and stuff that he did, like, finding out now, like, when he died, like, damn, like, he did all this with cancer. Like, he would be like, chemo, surgery, go film, 42. Chemo, surgery, go film Black Panther. Like, that's and not say a word to anybody.
And you have to, and with that being said, you have to, like, your body type has to be, fit for that role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, a lot of actors are, they got to bulk up, and then some got to get, like, he couldn't be a Black Panther fit body type with James Brown, or Jackie Robinson body type with James Brown. Like, he had to get skinny again, then lift weights and get into that again
while he's battling that.
While he's battling cancer.
Bro, it sounds impossible, bro. It literally sounds impossible, but like the fact that he did it, like it really changed my whole perspective on how you look at somebody that wants to do something. You know, like when you want to, like when they say,
When you
put
want
your mind
something,
to it, put your mind to it, you can make it happen.
Right.
Say like you could be battling cancer and you can need a body like a Black Panther and be doing chemo in between scenes and still keep the same body tone.
On top of that, you still gotta move. You gotta act. It's athletic. It's a lot of things going into those roles, bro. And he had to learn how to dance like James Brown. Like, it's just a lot of things going into those roles. Stealing bases the correct way, you know what I mean? Making it look believable. You feel what I'm saying? Swinging a bat, you know, making it look believable. It's just a lot of things that he just had to do, bro.
He did so many things flawlessly. Not to mention, he's in like 3 of the top 10 highest grossing films of all time.
And he just seems like a great dude.
Great.
Like, just a great guy.
Yeah. You know,
now, what I did notice is I always wondered, like, when I saw him in pictures, a lot of the times he wasn't smiling. You know what I mean? Like, if people around him were smiling and he just wasn't smiling. And I'm like, why is he not smiling? I know he's a great guy, like, but what's the reason of him not smiling? You know what I mean? So, but then what I do want to say too is that I did see him remember that picture that surfaced over the net and he was looking really skinny and you know what I mean? And you know, obviously we didn't know that he was battling cancer, but what I thought was just that he was just going back to his normal body type. You feel me? And he just was like, all right, I'm done, you know, with this role. I can just, you know, I can relax. I can be.
You look sick though, bro.
And I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
You know, because I just wouldn't. But when I saw him, I'm like, all right, well, a little skinny, but.
And because like when a celebrity like that gets sick, like that sick, you usually hear like it's you like the craziest part to me is that he you know dealt with it for 4 years and was doing chemo, getting surgeries, and like there wasn't like one picture of him at the hospital or one picture of him. Like, that's crazy. And for him to never say a word and to go out and do all these different things, he, you know, filming and just, you know, I'm positive we don't know all the stuff that he was doing. Like, that, it's crazy. And man, it's just another, it's not just another, but it is another, like, just like tragic loss for this year. Like, just of young people.
On Jackie Robinson Day, I think that was the biggest thing for me, is he passed away on Jackie Robinson Day. He played Jackie Robinson, and he was only 43. And the fact that he was battling cancer through all of it, but I am going to say this, though. Being the first African-American superhero in a Marvel film, and may be the only Black superhero. You can't, it's almost like it's coming out with another spaceship. Like, you can't do that. Like, unless you know it's gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? You can't come out with another Black superhero unless you know it's gonna reach at least that potential. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be like his son that came from it. It's a lot of the storyline. I'm sure the storyline will have to change completely. It's a hard loss because it's like we lost another superhero. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, damn. When Kobe passed away, it's like, damn. That was like a superhero to me. I looked at him as somebody that was like, what is it, immortal?
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at him as that. And then when I saw that Chadwick passed away, it was like, damn, we lost another superhero. And at 43, I'm like, damn, because I felt great when I saw him play Black Panther. You know what I mean? It was just like it was monumental. Like it was just such a big deal for me, and I was so excited. I'm like, damn, we made it. Like we actually made it. And for him to pass away, it's like a lot of kids, black and white, Asian, and like that was their top superhero.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's the person that they actually idolize.
Like they
wanted to be.
Spider-Man, they Superman.
Like it's not one of them. It's not Batman. You know what I mean? It's not one of them anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Black Panther. You feel me? And a lot of kids now, and some of them of age, will know that he actually passed away. And it's just like, damn, it honestly sucks because it's like, do we get a Black Panther 2? Does this continue?
Yeah.
Or it's just a one and done, and then it's like, damn, we want it so bad, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, damn, like it's just gone.
I expect there to be something. I know I saw something that Disney was like really grappling with a few different ideas of how to continue it because, I mean, it's too, and I feel like it's so important that you can't just end it.
No,
Right.
facts.
But they have to do it the right way. Like I think it would be a terrible idea to recast Black Panther.
No, you can't. I mean, I don't think there's any way that you could.
Yeah, like they gotta like pass Black Panther on because like I don't know, in the story it's like the leader is the Black Panther, so you gotta try to figure a way within the storyline to take T'Challa, Chadwick's character, and somehow have him pass it on to whoever the next Black Panther is going to be.
And it's tough because they killed off Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the toughest part about everything too, was that he was such a top notch. He's a great actor.
Hey, what's the name of the stuff they got the stuff that could bring you back to life? It's not vibranium. Is it vibranium?
Vibranium, something like that. Yeah.
They could put the vibranium in Michael B. Jordan and just, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, they might can really do that. They might can do that, bro.
That'll be fine.
But
fine.
yeah, no, man.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Shocking. It was like another one that when I saw it, I was like,
yeah.
Oh, God, all right.
That's the thing is that you're just like, what?
Huh?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
2020, man.
R.I.P. to Chadwick.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Can I say, to segue, I pray that the Rockets lose because I'm going to get all sorts of slander off on Russell Westbrook and James Harden.
They say that ref tonight, he don't like neither one of them, and he don't like CP3, so I don't know who he was.
Oh, I saw that. It's what's his name? I forget. It's a good game right now, though. Three-point game in the third.
Okay.
You know, if OKC wins this, Russell Westbrook is not a top 15 player, as James Harden airballs the three. And James Harden's not even a top 8 player.
Hey, man. I thought you were going to say, what I was going to say is that I saw The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, has COVID.
Oh,
really?
The Rock has COVID, him and his family. He put like a whole video out and he looked mad healthy. So I think he just got tested and tested positive. But yeah, man, he has that shit. It's crazy. Man, the fucking, this shit is going to go on for months still.
Yeah, it's not going away.
And that shit is it's just so fucking.
It's not gonna go away till we get. I mean, it's never gonna go away.
It's never gonna go away.
COVID is always gonna be a thing.
Yes.
But it won't be out of the public eye until we get a vaccine.
we're gonna just be living with masks. I mean, that's gonna be a normal thing.
That is not necessarily true. It's just we're gonna be living with masks until there's a vaccine because we have no way to combat COVID.
But what are they back? Like it seems like they have no answer.
Well, it's like
I feel like nobody trying. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like nobody trying.
No. They're making vaccines.
Yes,
I believe that they're making vaccine, but I don't believe that they know the specific on what they're specifically making it for, bro.
Oh no.
Honesty.
I mean, I don't know shit about science or shit.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, they literally told me, okay, I am a COVID survivor, and I'm happy to say that. But they literally told me, okay, after 2 weeks, I can start to move around. That's what they told me. And literally after 2 weeks, I felt healthy enough to move around.
Well,
and it's like I lost my smell, but literally after 2 weeks,
everything was back.
My smell came back.
How do you?
Bro, come on, man. What are you vaccinating for, bro? I don't like.
Well, I assume for the see, I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's like, in theory, it's like when you get your flu shot every year. It's like you're building up resistance. Basically, you're building up antibodies. But I don't know, bro, because I think they just said recently that they got the first positive reinfection case in the U.S. Where like a dude had it, got over it, and then got it again.
Violent too. He's out here.
So, is there any possibility did he present multiple false negatives? Is there any possibility that he had it the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I did not.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw something the other day. They said in France a baby was born with it.
Nah, I'm joking.
The mom had it and the baby was born with it.
All I know is so the vaccine is basically it's the antibodies. So, but it's in a dormant form. So your body. So basically, in layman's, you're injecting COVID into yourself, but it's dormant.
It's like when you get a flu shot, you inject yourself with it so your body can build up.
So the bacteria is not living, but your white blood cells still register the fact that it's in, and they fight it. And then when your white blood cells fight off the dormant COVID, they then get an immunization for it. So then now you're immune to COVID. That's like how the flu vaccine works.
I've never had a flu vaccine.
Neither.
I didn't get a flu shot last year, I don't think, just because I never felt like going to get it. But I might not get one this year because it's not like I'm not gonna be fucking going anywhere. Be posted in the crib, chilling. I just ordered a couple pairs of sweatpants today for the work from home vibes for the winter.
You're free from CVS, so I'll probably get it.
Yeah,
I want to get a flu shot because if I feel sick, I want to be able to say, well,
the fact that it's actually COVID, not the flu.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to go get a COVID test. You actually have the flu.
Well, so COVID is a SARS virus, which is like something auto respiratory.
Yeah, it's
bro. Honestly,
shit is
do not know. This shit is crazy.
Speaking of, but we living in some fucked up times, bro. And I'm gonna say it to say like that. Just on the medicine side, it's real complicated because there's so much. There's fucking rats getting tested on. There's like human trials starting. There's all type of shit. But on the other hand, I feel like the NFL might have to have hold games, or football period might have to hold games every 2 weeks. If people get them, if Tom Brady get COVID, knock on wood, shout out Tom Brady.
Oh, not shout out Tom Brady. Unshout him out.
If he get COVID, they saying, we waiting 2 weeks till he's back. They
That's
not
like
gonna.
if Braun had it. If Braun had it, the league ain't starting.
Do you think?
So games is about to be every 2 weeks.
I never thought about that. That might actually happen because I was about to say, do you think they'll get through a full? See, the NFL kicks off in like 10 days, 9 days, like
Thursday.
Real soon.
I just think honestly, it's gonna be like the MLB. They're just gonna go full steam ahead and say, all right, because they can't. It just won't get full MLB teams got COVID, and MLB was just like, all right, we're gonna cancel their games, but the rest of the playing.
No, that's facts. They were like the Marlins had to bring up like their whole AAA team.
Yeah, and they're just like, all right, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah,
That's
but
what it's gonna be like.
and not to be that guy because like I get it, and I fully like any player that decides to opt out or get like whatever, like I'm with you. I feel you should not have to put yourself at physical like risk to your life potentially for the entertainment of others. That being said, if it's fucking Sunday and I need somebody on my fantasy team to have a big day and he tests positive right before kickoff and now I'm fucking down a flex player for 2 weeks. Unbelievable. We had to add an extra IR slot in
Yeah, like not to brag, but I picked a great year to win 3 of my 3 fantasy leagues.
Look, I don't know.
Bro,